is large value, then this acceleration is average acceleration. So that is the average acceleration. That is the total velocity, divided by total velocity divided by total time. So that is the total velocity divided by total time. And if this time, delta t has smaller value, that is the very small value, very short value. If delta t has very short value, very close to 0, not exactly equal to 0, its value is very small, its value is very close to 0, but it is not equal to 0, then this acceleration is instantaneous acceleration. So that is the instantaneous acceleration. Look at again here, students. We are discussing very important article. The acceleration, it is defined as the change in velocity, rate of change in velocity. So A is equal to delta V over delta t. And the vector quantity, acceleration is vector because delta V, velocity is vector, change in velocity is vector quantity, and its SI unit is meter per second. If this time, delta t has large value, then this acceleration is average acceleration. So that is the total velocity, delta V is the total velocity divided by total time. And if delta t has very short value, very small value, its value is very close to 0, not exactly equal to 0, then this acceleration is instantaneous acceleration. And now come to this one. Let's suppose we have the car is here, and it goes to from point A to point B with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So its velocity is not changing. Its velocity at this point is 20 meter per second, and similarly its velocity at point B is also 20 meter per second. So there is no change in velocity. The velocity remains the same here. Look at again here, we are discussing three cases, three types of the acceleration here. The one is, let's suppose the car is there and it is at point A and its velocity is 20 meter per second, and then it goes to point B, its velocity does not change, it remains same at 20 meter per second. So then the velocity is constant. So there is no change in velocity. So if there is no change in velocity, delta V is equal to 0. So therefore A is equal to delta V over delta t. If there is no change in velocity, acceleration definitely equal to 0. So that acceleration is zero acceleration. Look at again here. We have the 2 points, one is point A and the other one is point B. Let's suppose the car is moving from A to B. At point A, its velocity is 20 meter per second, and then it goes to point B and its velocity does not change, its velocity remains same, 20 meter per second. So V is constant, and if V is constant, so delta V is equal to 0. So delta V is the change in velocity and it is equal to 0. So we all know the acceleration is delta V over delta t. So delta V is 0, so therefore acceleration is 0. So the acceleration is 0. So that is the zero acceleration because the vector quantity, so that's why acceleration is equal to 0. Its magnitude is 0 and direction remains as it is, so it's equal to 0 magnitude with direction remains same here from A to B. And now come to the next one. So we have the second one, and look at the case here. Let's suppose the car is at point A and its velocity is 10 meter per second, and then it accelerates and its velocity at point B it is 20 meter per second, and the time taken from A to B is 10 seconds. And in this case, the velocity is increasing. In the initial stage, it was 10 meter per second, and then it goes to point B and its velocity is 20 meter per second, and the time taken is 10 seconds. So then because the velocity is changing, I mean it's increasing, so we have the acceleration is A is equal to delta V over delta T, and acceleration is, that is the change in velocity, I mean Vf minus Vi divided by delta T. And we inserting the values, Vf is 20, Vi is 10, and delta T is 10. So 10 divided by 10, and you get 1 meter per second square. So that is the acceleration we have in this case, and this acceleration is positive acceleration, students, is a positive acceleration. That is the positive acceleration, positive acceleration. Look at again, the first one is zero acceleration, the second one is positive acceleration, because in this case the velocity is increasing, I mean the velocity is increasing, and it is initial stage, it is 10 meter per second, and then at point B its velocity is 20 meter per second, so the velocity is increasing. As the velocity is increasing, so there will be positive acceleration, and its value is given by A is equal to delta V over delta T. Delta V is the final velocity minus initial velocity divided by delta T. Vf is 20, Vi is 10, 20 minus 10 divided by 10, and you get 10 over 10, and it's equal to 1 meter per second square. So that acceleration is positive acceleration. And number third is negative acceleration. That is the negative acceleration. We have the third one is negative acceleration. We are taking the same example. Let's suppose the car is at point A, and its velocity is at point A, its velocity is 20 meter per second, and then the brakes are applied and its velocity decreases, and its velocity comes to 10 meter per second, in time 10 seconds. So in this case, the acceleration is delta V over delta T. Inserting the values here, inserting the value, that is Vf minus Vi divided by delta T. So the value of Vf is 10, the value of Vi is 20, and it's divided by 10, comes to be minus 10 over minus divided by 10, and you get minus 1 meter per second square. So in this case the acceleration is negative acceleration. So acceleration is negative mean its other name is retardation, students. Retardation. The negative acceleration is called retardation. Look at again here. The first one is zero acceleration. If the velocity is not changing, I mean remains same 20 meter per second, so there will be no change in velocity, so that's why acceleration is equal to 0. The direction is same, so that's why A is equal to 0. And we have the positive acceleration. Initially it is, the car is at point A and its velocity is 10 meter per second, goes to point B and its velocity increases to 20 meter per second. So we change in acceleration is change in velocity divided by delta T, time. Vf minus Vi divided by delta T. Vf is 20 minus 10 divided by 10. So cancel out and you get 1 meter per second square. So that is the positive acceleration. I mean the velocity and acceleration, they having the same direction in this case. The velocity and acceleration, they having the same direction. And now we have the third one is negative acceleration. Let's suppose the car is at point A and its velocity is 20 meter per second, and then brakes are applied and its velocity decreases to 10 meter per second, and the time is 10 seconds. So then acceleration is Va minus Va over delta t, inserting the values minus 10 over 10 minus 1 meter per second, and their negative acceleration is termed as retardation. So students, that's about the acceleration, that is the rate of change in velocity, and its direction is same as that of change in velocity. So next time inshallah we will discuss more things. Thank you all.